U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Williams.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave it with a 3rd and about 4 more for the 1st. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
97. 62 blaster. 6. Mega. Mike. White. Set. Cut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This defense for the Bears, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first.
Ready.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 9 now. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Blues, go. Edo Blue. Hustle. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, Fields.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple plays combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
22 needle. Drill, 52.
They'll try and run. This is Williams.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
As large as been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take it home. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank,
and it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football. That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Here we go. Go.
Fields now to throw. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Fields on first down. This one swung out here to Jones. And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Jefferson moving in motion left.
Trouble, 38. Mike, 60. Ready, go. Hut, hut.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hurry, hurry. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made.